prices.
Very interesting, Dr. Kohli, because a lot of us know that the gold prices are increasing, but many of us don't know the factors. And Dr. Sharad Kohli is, of course, in a very comprehensive fashion, told our viewers how that happens. Thank you, Dr. Kohli, for joining me on the broadcast. And now moving on, viewers, to some major breaking news that is coming out of the United States. A UPS cargo plane has crashed near the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport in Kentucky, leaving at least 3 dead and 11 injured, the state's Governor Andy Beshear has stated. The governor has also stated that the death toll is expected to rise. Visuals of the crash show how the plane took off with fire on one wing and a huge fireball erupting as the plane hit the ground. Several buildings, of course, in an industrial area beyond the runway were on fire after the crash, with thick black smoke rising into the sky. I have my colleague Aditya Vadhavan joining me with more details. Aditya, we are playing out the visuals for our viewers on their screens, and these are shocking visuals. We can clearly see a lot of smoke, a lot of fire there. What more can you tell us?
Well, absolutely, Vaishali. Indeed, a lot of this. Indeed, is a very sad incident that is coming to light from the Kentucky in the United States. Considering, the Federal Aviation Agency of the U.S. is in full force, investigating what has went wrong, how this crash happened, and things are underway. Because so far the preliminary investigation is undergoing, and it needs to be seen how things unfold in this scenario. Considering the nature, it's a very scary scene.
All right, we'll try and reconnect with my colleague Aditya, but viewers, this is of course a very shocking. Look at that fireball on your screen that we're showing you at the moment. And the death toll, viewers, unfortunately is expected to rise when it comes to this cargo crash in Kentucky. 3 dead, viewers. Very sad news coming in from the United States, and 11 people have been injured. There's a huge fireball there, viewers, that you can see on your screen. Dramatic visuals of the air crash. And now, of course, viewers, we have more details coming in. Now, the United States Federal Aviation Administration has issued a statement on the Kentucky crash. The statement reads, UPS flight 2976 crashed around 5:15 p.m. local time on Tuesday, November 4, after departing from Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport in Kentucky. The McDonnell Douglas MD-11 was headed to Daniel K. Inouye International Airport in Honolulu. The FAA and NTSB will investigate. The NTSB will lead the investigation and will provide all updates. This information is preliminary and subject to change. I have my colleague Aditya back with me. Aditya, more details are emerging. What more can you tell our viewers?
Well, absolutely. Indeed, it's a tragic crash that has happened at Kentucky. This plane that was, taking. Indeed, we have seen, this is a year of plane crashes, and indeed, now the FAA, the Federal Aviation Agency of the U.S., which is the top aviation agency of the United States, will now take over the, the entire case. What caused crash? The entire black box data will be checked. To ascertain what was the last communication between the pilot and between the air traffic control tower. So indeed, all things will be piled up, to ascertain what went wrong. Was this a Boeing aircraft, as it has crashed? We have seen how, in the past, Boeing has been in the controversy, because this year we have seen some of the deadly airplane crashes. So indeed, we could expect some tight scrutiny over the airport authorities of the Kentucky, and definitely even the air traffic control officials will be questioned by the FAA. When the investigation crosses the preliminary level, because all things will need to be joined together so as to ascertain the case as to what happened. How this crash has happened, how deadly has this crash been. There are reports of people getting killed. So indeed, this needs to be seen, Vaishali, how things unfold in this scenario. Yes, Vaishali.
All right, Aditya, thanks for those details on this story.